It's been a little while since I came on here. Let me get my computer shut down. And hopefully, so I didn't know I was gonna do this tonight, so I just kind of popped in, and hopefully my Wi-Fi, you know, connecting and working. Not my Wi-Fi, my cellular data connects and works for me okay tonight. It's been a while since I've done a live, so I'm gonna see. And I was premiering the talks with Tony the last couple of nights, and just something I was doing, just trying something different. And I didn't get to shoot a video today, so I figured, being that I didn't get the time to post it, that I wasn't gonna have a video going up at 9. I didn't want people to be sitting there at 9 and then it's not there. So that's why I popped on to go live to do a live Q&A for the Blessed Tribe, because I have not been able to do one in a while. And it's just how life goes, when you live and got a family. I literally just walked in the house 15 minutes ago and then was on the phone until 8:59 p.m. with my family, kind of going back and forth between, some of my distant family, helping them through their situation. And so it's been back to back for me. And that's why I just wanted to pop on here and do a little Q&A. This month, I'm doing something new with our life coaches. We have coaches that's already on mymentor.life. We got coaches already in the certification course. So for the aspiring coaches, y'all just know that you can enroll this month, and then in June we'll be having some Q&As for current coaches, people who are already in the course, and new coaches. It's just something I'm going to be adding to the course, just because even though when you finish the course, you may still have a few questions you need to get through. So it's something I'll be adding. And to the new members of the Blessed Tribe, welcome. God bless you. I know sometimes, being a member, it could get tough if it's a, tight month, or YouTube hits you on the wrong day now. Published book. How much should I charge others as a Christian? Brittany, God bless you. Hey TG, I've helped 3 family members publish books, conception to creation. How much should I charge others as a publishing consultant? I charge $2,500. A book is a big deal. I remember years ago they said author was the second most respected job title behind brain surgeon. People really respect authors, and the fact that you can put a book out, because probably 80-90% of people would like to publish a book, but less than 1% do. So that's a big deal. So I charge $2,500, and that includes like up to 10 sessions of talking through the process, like you said, concept to creation. And you also can create a course on it, to where you can just get your phone, get a high value phone, not a high value man, get your high value phone and turn it on yourself and just kind of talk through it step by step. Try to keep the videos. I try to keep mine at 7 minutes. And once you got them, you'll see my Birth Your Book course. You can kind of see how it's done. And then I have some stuff on a Word document in the course that you could download, and so you can see the Birth Your Book course to see how it's done. Give it a title, whatever, publishing A to Z, do what you do. And then I have another course called Online Courses 101, and that walks you through how to create an online course. So if y'all ain't got the gist yet, everything I do, I try to teach it. And I can't teach one person at a time, so I have to put it in a course, but the game is there for you. Everything for you, if it's there for you if you really want to do it. So you could hop on there and put your knowledge into a course and put that online, so that way you can just be passing out cards at the mall. You could pass out cards at the mall, at a game, when you out and about, like, hey, the card just say, do you want to publish a book? Visit such and such.com. And it's $45, $99, something that's kind of simple, and walk them through it. But then for your actual time working with you, I would say start at 500, get your one paid client, go to 750, get your one paid client, go to 1,000, and just keep going up like that. Hey Tony, I'm on the keto diet. I started January 4th, 2021, and have lost a total of over 40 pounds. Somebody looked like I was reading your question, and Mama Tish deleted your question. I don't know why. Mama Tish deleted your question. I don't know what was in there. So she over there working. Mama Tish, hey, you ain't got to work that hard now. She over there work. I don't know what was in the question, or if you ain't put the Q in front of it, or make sure you put the hashtag Q in front of it. Yeah, I don't know what it said, but I ain't get through it, so I apologize. And she could have been trying to click something else and click that, but I really shout out to the moderators. They not a paid staff or anything. They just was on all the videos, and I kept seeing their name, and so I just made them a moderator. But they really be helping me out, So y'all forgive us if we accidentally delete a question on accident, because sometimes I do that too, trying to touch it. I moved into a new apartment. I think my neighbor is single. Is it okay to say hello first? Kind of, just, you can't do this right here. That might not look right. It might look like you're a thug, but just kind of like this right here. Just like that. Don't, because the way you asking, it sound like you want to, hey, like you want to be like that there. But if you just like that, that's all he need to see. That's all he need to see. Okay. Helping other people. Okay. Well, you could become a coach. I seen your question that time about the keto diet and you helping people. You could become a coach, but here's the thing, that you kind of want to stay away from that. They have like certified health coaches and all of that stuff, but that's really not smart, because like I could do the keto, but the keto might kill my wife. You see what I mean? So you got to be careful with what works for you. If you're not a doctor, like when you help people with a diet, that's what a nutritionist does. And a nutritionist is degreed. A nutritionist got to go through training, like real school, get a degree, get certified, because you got to really understand the science of the body and how it works. And so if you don't do that, you could hurt somebody. And that's what happened with this bodybuilding. My wife used to do the bodybuilding, not the Hulk Hogan, but they have shows where one division was called bikini. So the women, they just get like abs, and they get, cuts in their legs. But when I tell you, all of these women, their body was tore up, because the coach would be just some person who go to the gym and lift weights, but not like a doctor. And the stuff my wife and her friends went through with their body after that process of doing all that dieting that the people had them on, I'm telling you, it messed up adrenal glands, hormones was off, people was working out and gaining weight after the workout and could not lose weight, was eating grilled chicken and asparagus and putting on weight. So you got to be careful with that. Anytime you're doing coaching is really, you're supporting. You're supporting, like you asking questions. You're not really prescribing. See, to tell somebody what to eat, that's prescribing. That's a prescription. So you got to be very careful with that. And cause just for you personally, your integrity. Hey Tony, I wanted to ask your opinion on why less men are approaching women. I do what I can to work on my 3Bs, but I find that I am having trouble meeting men. Well, sister, now I'm gonna tell you now, if you walking around with that red hair, that right there, that's gonna play into it now. Cause that red hair, that what we know the red hair, Charlie Baltimore. All right, you just think that you with the Rough Riders. So a man could see you now. He like, oh man, she cut. She like the style. But you in the rough rider. You see what I'm saying? So it's also too when it's not just it's the generation, the society we in with all the social media men approaching less too, but you also have to evaluate your approachability. So if you look like you cut, if you dress in a certain way, you walking too fast, a lot plays into that because one of the first components is attraction and then approachability. And when you start asking yourself those questions, guess what? It starts to show on your face. It starts to show on your face. It starts to show in your walk. And you don't even realize it because it's subconscious to where you don't even realize that your energy is saying, y'all sorry, no good, men. Don't even like to approach nobody. Oh, sorry, 2021, man. And you don't even realize that's what your energy is saying because that's what you're telling yourself. Whereas I tell people, whatever you want in life, just start saying it to yourself. And so walk around and start saying, I'm finna meet my wife today. I'm finna meet my wife today. Ooh, might meet my husband today. Ready to meet my husband today. And now your energy is totally different than these men don't even approach no more. Cause it's hard to be like this. These men don't even approach no more. Men don't even approach no more. It's hard to be like that if you telling yourself, through negative self-talk. So you just have to be careful with, what we sending off as men and women. Okay, somebody new on here. My boyfriend, 44, me, 30, feels like if I don't want to continue help him grow his business for my own dreams, then why am I with him? I moved in with him 1.5 years ago. Also, he has 2 small kids I help him raise. Ooh, sister, my goodness. They say short end of the stick, you ain't getting no stick. You got dust in the hand. You ain't getting no stick. You ain't got the short end of the stick. You ain't got nothing. For one, he older than Methuselah compared to you because he 44, you 30. It's like you in your prime. You prime. And he 44, which is young, but not compared to 30. 34 would be better. 44? He need to be with a woman that's 40 to 50. He don't a 44-year-old man don't deserve no 30-year-old woman. Young whippersnapper. And then you raising his small kids. So did their mother pass away? Did the mama not want him and them no more? Did he beat her in court for them? Like, you coming in, you taking on all the responsibility, you giving up your dreams to help him. That's exactly why older men get younger women, to school y'all and to use y'all. I'm telling you as a man, I'm 37 years old. A 23-year-old woman to me is a baby. That's nasty. That's nasty. But see, this coming from a healthy man. I don't even trust no man that want no woman 14 years younger than him because that's nasty. Because that's a baby compared to him. He need a woman within 3 years of him, really. And then he putting them kids on you. Then he put his dreams on you. And he's saying, listen, okay, turn your dreams into nightmares. Hey, your dreams could be nightmares. You need to help me build my dream. That's how he doing you. And so that's why I try to tell y'all, you got to be in your age range. Y'all keep trying to try this stuff for your hypergamy, and it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. What does it mean, anything? Does it mean anything when men don't smile in pictures with their woman? No, because a lot of us got messed up teeth. No, that don't mean nothing. It's just how men are. And as a man, we try not to walk around cheesing because you don't want nobody to try you. And if you just walking around, that's what you think about as a man. So, and then for me, I had got me some braces a couple years ago, so I open my mouth now. But before, I never really smiled because my teeth weren't where I wanted them to be at. So if somebody would have said, I don't love my wife because I ain't smiling, they would have been dead wrong. And so listen, a man who won't smile in a picture because he don't like his woman, that man won't even take no picture. Because if he won't smile in a picture because he don't like her, he not afraid to tell her, I don't take pictures. I ain't doing all that social media foolishness. You want a real man or you want your old model? You want your Instagram model? I don't take pictures. And she, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because that's how a lot of women be. I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing. I know you're a goon. You're a thug. And she'll just let it fly. So just because he not smiling, we can't get too deep, looking too deep. Tony, men always say, I'm the dangerous type. What does that mean? Oh, let me look at you with a good eye. Hold on. See, I almost block you. Let me see. Uh-huh. Yeah. You got them waves in your hair. Got them crinkles in your hair. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Look like you're a little light skinned. That's what he trying to say. He trying to say you're a prize. He trying to say you gonna get him in trouble. I remember I had a guy on my football team used to tell this woman, "Girl, you gonna be the death of me." I'm like, "Was you raised with your granddaddy? Why do you keep telling this woman she gonna be the death of you?" Huh? And sure enough, they end up dating and dated for years. He used to always say that, "Girl, you gonna be the death of me." So it's just what men say. Don't let it go to your head. Don't let it mean nothing. It just essentially he trying to say, okay, listen, you look like this right here. You look like somebody off of Instagram to me, or you look like the type that gonna make me cheat on my girlfriend, make me cheat on my wife, or if I get with you and fall in love with you, I'm gonna go crazy over you. It's kind of what he's saying, but it's just conversation. It's just conversation. Don't think too much on it now. And some men is colorist. My wife, she is lighter than me. She's not as light as my mama. A lot of men looking for a woman that look like their mama. That wasn't the case. I wasn't looking for any particular color. I thought my wife was Hispanic, and I was approaching her because I hadn't slept with no Hispanic woman recently at that time, and I was like, oh, old Puerto Rican. Okay, old Puerto Rican. I'm finna see what I could do with that. So that's why I approached my wife, and a lot of and see this was in 2005. Today, colorism, like men are picking women because of their color. And because I've been with my wife since 2005, I get lumped into that. He got a light skin white. Oh my god. I'm so sick and tired of black men picking light skinned women. So I get lumped into that too, but I literally was approaching my wife for a one night stand and then found out she was a wife. But I know today through matchmaking, I've had guys tell me she got to be a red bone. She got to be red. She got to be light. And I'm like, is your mama light? Like, what color your mama is? Ain't about that. Ain't about that. And so some guys, it's like a color thing, and it's because of the world we live in have made certain shades and colors on a pedestal and look glamorous in the movie and put them in the movie and put them in the videos and stuff like that. So it's a lot of men today to where if they see you lighter, they'll try to give you a trophy. And what you have to do is you can't let that go to your head. You can't let his self-hate or what he going through gas you up to the point that you start to feel a certain way. Because a lot of times men who doing stuff, and this not necessarily to that young lady question, but this is something I'm seeing a lot right now, is that men, especially a lot of black men, is choosing white women and choosing light women, choosing Hispanic women, and a lot of them is doing it because they hate their own skin. some of them doing it because they want variety and they used to looking at they color skin and they value or admire a different color. But a lot of them doing it because of self-hate. And so that's what we got to realize today on both sides. And you just got to move how you move and know who you are and don't get caught up in, you know, what's all going on out here. Cam L, God bless you now. C CF, child's father always avoiding watching son and is on and off with it. When I try to get at least a day or two break to recharge, don't want to be pouring from an empty cup, but exhausted of basically begging him to watch his son. That's a tough one now. That's a tough one. And I tell you, all you could do is ask him, but you're gonna have to shift your mindset. You know, I could listen. I want me an off day. And my wife do now about everything for our sons. I just took my oldest son to practice. I do the practice runs, but my wife do pretty much everything else for them. And I be wanting me an off day. I be like, baby, can we just leave these boys at the house by themselves and go out here to Puerto Rico, go out here to Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, somewhere. Like, can we take them to their grandma house? They going to their grandparents' house for a week because we got to go to Jamaica with my friend for his birthday. I'm like, can we leave him down there 2 weeks? And she like, oh. And so listen, I feel you on that. But I'm gonna tell you, when you're a single parent, it's a mindset shift that you have to have. And you gotta be able to say, listen, this child is 100% mine. And as bad as it hurt, as unfair as it is, you got to have that mindset shift. Because if you angry with the father and you mad with the father, you're going to take that out on your child subconsciously. You ain't even going to realize what you're doing. So you got to say, you know what? This child 100% mine. And whatever God do through my child, I already know my child going to be blessed. And if God see fit, it might even bless me, meaning that your work won't be in vain. Your child gonna grow up and make you proud, but you got to shift that mindset. And it's not fair, but now it's about the child. And that's what we have to realize. Whenever we lie down with someone, anything can happen. You know, a person could pass away, a person could leave, go through a divorce. So for everybody who doesn't have a child right now, understand that when you lie down, you can't assume it's going to be 50-50 because it might be 100-0. So you got to realize when you lie down with somebody, you got to say, am I ready to be 100% responsible for this child? If the answer is no, then don't do what the rest of us have done because it might not always work out the way that we envision it. Valiant love. Why would a guy, God bless you now, why would a guy continually contact you from long distance? He has a great job and very attractive. We went to college together but never met or hung out. Um, some men just do it just because it's a thrill. It's a release. It's a release. Hearing your voice, talking to you, it's just a release. So it's a stimulus. And the brain just responds to a feminine voice, feminine energy, feminine interaction. And so for some men, that feeling could feel like a orgasm, the big O. And so some men is just doing it just to be doing it. It don't even really mean anything. So that's one thing you got to understand. I missed somebody question up here. When y'all do the questions, that's I think it say $4.99, $5. They disappear on me. And I don't know why YouTube does that, but what they do, if it's $5, they give you a time limit on there, and the time limit is so short, I miss it. And I don't think they expect it for somebody to be getting more than one question back to back like that when they created this, because they should leave them all up there at the top to where I could just go through them one at a time, but they disappear. Why do you think? What do you think of a guy with clinical depression leaving a woman? My ex often amplified situations and eventually slow faded out of the relationship. I'm not a therapist, man. You know, so I'm a life coach. So as life coaches, we don't deal with depression. I'm a mentor, life coach, mentor, consultant, same thing. But depression is a diagnosis. So diagnoses have treatment plans. So I really can't speak on things that I'm not trained to speak on. Talia, God bless you. Should I be upset with my boyfriend if he doesn't give flowers? How should I approach him about it? No, you shouldn't be upset with him. But you can ask him, like, hey, will you give me some flowers sometime? Because what you got to understand, love is a learned behavior. So not every man knows how to express those things. And some men was raised so cold that they don't know how to be warm. So sometimes it's just about, we all have to teach someone how to love us. We have to teach people how to treat us. Nobody just gonna come in and know to do everything we like. So it come down to communication. And it's not about filling out a permission slip to talk to him. Just say to him on a random day, like right now, hey, I was just thinking, will you give me some flowers sometime? I love flowers, and you've never gotten me any flowers. So I just want to put that bug in your ear, just like that. And if you can't say that, then it's like, who you with? Suge Knight, Ving Rain. Did Ving Rain pass away? God bless his soul if he did. I can't remember somebody passed away like that, though. Maisha, bless you. Hey, Tony, do you have suggestions on where to meet men? I'm introverted and tend to be a homebody. I'm 31, by the way. Thank you. Um, no, I don't, because men is everywhere. So it's like, until you get tired of being a homebody, then you're not ready for a relationship. When you're ready for a relationship, then you're gonna get out your comfort zone, because a relationship is about getting out of your comfort zone. So until you're willing to get out your comfort zone and go to the lounge on Friday night, even with your mask on, a man will choose you now by your eyebrows and your eyes. A man will choose you now. Don't think just because we got these masks on that it's gonna be blocking all the blessings. No, a man will look at everything else other than that mask, and he just hoping the best. He hoping the best for that nose and that mouth. And sometimes you could tell what the nose and the mouth gonna be like based on the forehead, the head, the eyes, the eyelashes, the outfit. So he gonna, and typically when you look at somebody and you say, okay, that look like an attractive person, when they take that mask off, they be attractive. And so you could do deductive reasoning. So go on to the lounge on Friday night, just take you one friend, one lady friend, home girl, to the lounge, let the music play, and just be in there and get you some outings. But you got to get out that comfort zone, and you could meet a man anywhere. I've been talking to a guy for 3 months now, but only through Instagram voice notes. Never asked to see me. Red flag. Absolutely. 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 You talking to somebody else, man. You talking to somebody else, man. Sister, you ain't talking to him. You talking to somebody else, man. Almedia, God bless you now. My boyfriend, 44, divorced twice with 2 kids. Me, 30, no kids. The whole relationship of 2 years, he has distrust of me. He said he would work on his trust issues, help him with his finances, maybe you meant to say, when he was struggling, and help raise 2 kids. Scroll over to continue. Scroll over. Sis, I already answered your question. I'm guessing maybe you asked the question and went to doing something else, or was reading the comments. But when this video over, scroll back to the beginning of the video and watch it. I think your question was probably the first or second one that I answered. So when y'all ask a question now, y'all got to stay on the video and stay locked in. Elizabeth, God bless you. The reason I asked the question about my depressed ex is because you said in another video that if a guy leaves, he doesn't see you as his wife. So there go your answer, sister. So there go your answer. All right, there go your answer. So y'all, you can't see the issue with a lot of women that I've noticed today, and men do this too. The issue is y'all want to hear what you want to hear, and you want to believe what you want to believe. And so y'all will want to argue and ask more questions until you get the answer that you want to hear. And me in the same way, when we talking about women and who out here is wife and all of this, is like, as humans we just want to hear something. So what's happening is your answer, the proof is in the pudding. Like, depressed or not, if he left you, it's for your good. It's your blessing. Because anybody who wants you gonna stay with you. Because if he depressed and he wants you, guess what? He's gonna go to therapy and he's gonna do the work so that he could be with you. But if he depressed and he leave, then he don't want you, or he don't want to do the work to be with you. So the proof gonna be in the pudding. And that's what you got to look at, That's what you got to look at and what you got to realize on a situation like that. Samantha, God bless you now. God bless you. Our media, bless you now. He started a business and I helped him grow it. He feels like I should wait until his business is doing well first before focusing back on my goals and dreams. I was doing fine before him and he is intimidated by me working in my own career path. Help. Well, sister, I see you miss your answer, what we talked about earlier. But what the shirt say? Go on about your business. Go on about your business. Because you missed a lot of red flags. The first thing is he 14 years older than you. That was a huge red flag right there. The next thing, with all this insecurity, he's not looking for a wife. He's looking for an assistant. He's not looking for a wife. He's looking for a nanny. He's not looking for a wife. He's looking for a handmaid. So you have to understand and recognize if you are a wife to this man or if you are a handmaid and he's treating you like a handmaid. So you see it plain and clear as day. But the question is do you have the strength to leave after having invested so much into him? And that's where you're having your hang up, is that this is a dead end situation, that this is a grown boy that you're with because of the way he's acting. But you've invested so much, you don't want to just leave your investment. You want to stick it out. Just like when we're on the stock market and we make this investment and the stocks start to go up, but then they have a dip. You kind of don't want to sell because you like, listen, I done lost money. I need to wait this thing go back up. And so sometimes you got to cut your losses, especially in love and relationships, because you can't get this time that you're giving him. You can't get this time back. And sometimes a man will put up a little fuss about something, but when you go ahead and do what you got to do, then he will adjust accordingly. So if you know you got dreams and you got stuff to do and you done help him build his business, then go ahead and start what you got to start. And if he get butthurt about it, he get in his feelings, like you said, you were doing good before him. So if he get acting nasty and he force you to leave him or he leaves you, you still gonna do good after him. So understand that right there. Maria, God bless you, Coach. No question. Just a thank you as always for what you do, for all you do for us. I pray you and your family continue to stay blessed. Hey, God bless you, Maria. Maria is a coach on mymentor.life. So you go to mymentor.life, you scroll through till you see her. Jessica, God bless you. Hey, Tony, I am a single mom of 2. I work full time and currently on my way to nursing school. I just also started a mobile notary business part time. I'm trying to find balance. Any advice? God bless you. Sis, at this stage right now, you really want to focus on one thing. That's hard. Now, I think it's a book called One Thing. But you really want to narrow down. And so what you got to do is you sit down and you write out each one of your ventures that you like, that you working on, that you having, these irons in the fire. You sit down and you write them down, and then you write pros and you write cons. And then you weigh the two. And you see whether the pros or the cons weigh the most. And so nursing school, you got to really ask yourself, okay, really look at the pros and cons before you jump all the way back into this nursing school and say, okay, how long do I have to go to nursing school? 1 year, 2 years? When I come out, what kind of hours am I going to have to work? I'm a single mom. Typically, when you come out as a nurse, you finna get the graveyard shift. You a single mom of 2. You got a mobile notary business, but then you have to look at the pros and cons. How many people need notary? Is it very popular? Okay, yes, if it's popular, I'm mobile. What can I do to market it? And I could spend a little bit of money. The money that you'll be spending on nursing school, even if you're getting student loans, that money boosting your mobile notary business could start making you great money, because a lot of people got to get stuff notarized, and already you work full time. So you kind of have to look at it like, okay, do I want to go to nursing school, come out, have to work the graveyard shift, or if I get a day shift or second shift, what will happen with my kids? How much money will I be making? How many hours will I be working? And so you just count the cost. You count the cost, and if that's what you got to do, then you go ahead and you do that. And if you decide on that, if not, then you may say, well, you know what, this notary business, this gives me freedom. I can kind of set my own schedule. I can move stuff around. I could I could hand out some flyers. I could put some on the park bench for $500 on the bus stop bench. I could do this, and the next thing you know, I could be making X amount of thousand a month doing this mobile notary. And then when I make that money, I could get me a stationary office for $350 a month and have people put the sign out there on the window, have people coming to me. So sit down and really work through it. And that's how you're going to create balance, because right now it's like you just going because you need something to pop. You need something to happen. And before you know it, you'll be all spent out. When dating, why do the guys get upset and disrespectful when you remind them of the growth they claim they wanted for themselves? Coach Broom, God bless you. It's just human nature, a sense of failure. We don't like to hear what we think we, want to hear. And so it's just to have something put in our face. Nobody likes criticism. Nobody likes criticism. And yes, you can call it accountability, but when a man gonna see it differently, women gonna see it differently. When the finger being pointed at you and you being reminded about what you said you wanted to do, it's always gonna be painful, because it's the truth, and the truth hurts. Elizabeth Henry, God bless you. Hey, thank you for letting me know. The clarity is welcome. He didn't want to do the work because he did not communicate effectively. Family learned trait. God bless you, Elizabeth. Hey, sometimes my answers, could come off a little rough, a little direct. I get it. And so I apologize for that. Y'all kind of got to bear with me. Nah, I'm not really sorry about it, because you seen how I blinked my eyes when I said I apologize for that. That's one of the signs on the lie detector. On when you watch liars, anytime somebody lying, a lot of times when they lying, they gonna blank. They gonna do a blank whenever they talking. Right when they telling that lie, they gonna close the eyes. And so when I said I apologize for that, I closed my eyes and I was lying, and I ain't realized that I showed I was lying. That I don't really be worrying too much when my answer is real direct, because I got so many questions to get through. So y'all have to bear with me on that, because I'm gonna come at you live and direct now. So you got to have thick skin, when you're writing in here. So I love the way that you handled that answer. Nah, I'm not, no man sitting in no dark. I ain't coming here to bash nobody and cuss you out and all of that right there. Nah, I ain't got nothing spinning on my desk. But I'm gonna be real with you now. Rainbow, God bless you. What if my partner wants us to not get the due to risk of harming our future, baby? I'm not pregnant. Now listen. Cause I got a homeboy. I got all my homeboys like that. Boy, and now now listen. If you're a minority, you got to understand it. If he a minority, he got to understand it. If he not a minority, but he treated like a minority because of where he grew up at, his income level, then you got to understand it. But listen, if you understand science, if you understand how the body work, and this was my thing with this whole vaccination. A lot of people call, oh, you get vaccinated, you brainwashed, or you a bot, you all this and that. I'm like, listen, I know white billionaires that is going to get this here vaccination. If they finna go out here and get that, then it must not be nothing in there that's finna take nobody out. Because I'm sitting right next to a white billionaire. and they watching them getting double vaccinated. So that made me kind of look at it differently. My sister-in-law, a doctor, my wife's other friend has lupus, and so she had to fly around the country talking to doctors. And so with all these researchers doing this research, what come out was the Pfizer was the best one. Then I seen grandparents 90 years old go get the Pfizer, no side effects at 90. So I watched everybody else. I'm watching all these people go out here, and I said, okay, because I was thinking the same way like the guy was. I'm like, man, listen, I don't trust these people. They go in there, they got one that say B, and they got one that say W, and the one that got B in there, they trying to do me like the Tuskegee experiment. Because I don't know, I was thinking the same way, but I had to just kind of look around and just kind of see and watch it and pay attention. So, sometimes you may have to, and listen, I'm going to tell you, when you don't understand the body and you don't understand science, you don't understand what a vaccine is doing, you don't understand that's the same reason why the vaccines is why we don't have polio and measles and smallpox. If you don't understand that and you get on YouTube and you get into these conspiracy theories, it's finna take you down a rabbit hole and you finna be wrapping aluminum foil around your head and sticking up antennas and walking around. And I got some homeboys like that, but I said, listen, the Lord got me regardless. The Lord got me regardless. Hey, God bless you now. God bless you. Somebody sent something in there and they have a question. Now listen, this here Q&A, these Q&As is free. Now see this, and so when y'all sending these blessings, I thank you. I thank you. God bless you. But you don't have to do that because the Q&A is free. So y'all understand. And I'm going to go through the questions. I ain't going to be able to get every question because it's hundreds of questions. But I'm going to go through there. So I want y'all to understand that it's not a paid Q&A. You don't have to send a sticker or whatever that is for me to answer your question. But I do appreciate you. Joe Boss, God bless you. Husband left after 4 years, wants to come back home. Cheated multiple times, seems to have grown, working hard, not toxic, more involved with our son. Don't know if I should try again. Help, Tony. Sis, that's going to be a personal question. It's going to be a personal decision right there. Because you're dealing with marriage, marriage is different than dating. Had you said just baby daddy, then that's different. But marriage, that's a covenant. So you want to do everything you can to make that marriage work. Now he cheated, he broke the vows. That's grounds for divorce. He left. Me personally, I wouldn't be letting him come back, but I'm a man. Women heart is built different. Women more nurturing, forgiving, caring, understanding. God made women different than men. Me personally, if somebody left me and were gone 4 years and then want to come waddling back, go on back to business. Go on back to business. Stay where you was at. Give him a child support. Yep. Come on, see your child. Yep. You going to see your child. Where my child support at? Okay. All right. Thank you. Me personally, but everybody built different. So yeah, that's a personal choice on that one right there, sis. But take your time, watch them, pay attention, make sure you thoroughly vet them. And understand now, he could come back and 2-3 years in, you be right back in the situation you was that he left. So you have to ask yourself, if he come back and he shows me his representative, and then a year, 2 years in, he showed me his true colors, can I pack my stuff and move on with my life without feeling suicidal or homicidal? If the answer is yes, then it could be worth trying. If the answer is no, if he come back and crush your heart, if you gonna feel suicidal or homicidal, then don't do it. Don't do it. Maisha, God bless you. Thank you so much, Tony. Your videos have changed my life. I actually left a grown boy recently, and me wanting to be alone may have been it. God bless. Hey, bless you, nah. God bless you. Nah, Elizabeth. Nah, come on now, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's in all kind of tips in here. All right now, Elizabeth. God bless you, Elizabeth. I appreciate when people are direct with me. I feel much better about the breakup and am applying for PA school. I look forward to the future. God bless you. I'm hoping that work out well for you. Leela L, bless you. Thank you for all you do. God bless. Sending more blessings to you and your family. God bless. All right, now I'm trying to get back to the regular chat now. Y'all keep blessing me up here now. And got me reading a little too fast. Jimmy Butterfly, God bless you. How should I approach cutting it off with my Instagram voice note buddy then? Just disappear or say something? What I would say is, hey, give me a call when you get a chance. Say, hey, I'm not gonna be checking this as often. I'm getting ready to do a social media detox, and go and do your little social media detox too now, so you're not a liar. So here's my number. Give me a call when you get a chance, cause it could be a extreme introverted, shy, scary man that's afraid to ask for your phone number. Could be that. So we ain't gonna just rule them all the way out. Hey Tony, how do I handle being the only person in my immediate family who believes in God and walks with Christ? Some make slick remarks and make it obvious they don't believe in Him. Inspire faith. Now listen, see what you're gonna need to do. See, when Jesus tried to get people to believe in God, He did signs and wonders. So, as you walking with the Lord, your family, they need to see the presence of God. Because if you saying you believe in God, but you walking around and your nose in the clouds, and they don't sense peace and joy and happiness. So when they looking slick, what the Bible say, you be nice to them, and it's like heaping hot coals on their head. Hey, how you doing, cuz? How you doing? Give me a hug. Oh, it's so good to see you. Nah, but if you thinking, oh, they looking at me, they judging me because I believe in God. Oh, these can't stand these heathens. And so now they gonna be looking at you slick. Look at her, old dumb Christian. Gonna be saying like the one man, the comedian, talking about the same person that gave you the N word is the same person that gave you the Bible. I heard a comedian saying that. I said, boy, y'all is foolish, boy. Y'all just ain't never tried God. They ain't even try God. Don't even know God. Like, and just talking about this and that and this. Like, can you try Jesus? When you try Jesus. So that, for me, I don't argue. I let the presence and the peace of God, the blessing, the mercy, the favor, I let that speak to folks. I don't even argue with nobody. All right, you want to believe in the sun God, and the African spirituality, and your butt have been over here in America all your darn life, and you hollering about some African spirituality. Don't know nothing about Africa. Ain't never been to Africa. Talking about Africa, you talking about you Pan-African, and you ain't stepped foot outside of America. And then got the nerve to holler about something wrong with Jesus, but you Pan-African and you African spirituality and ain't sniff Africa. You ain't know Africa was a continent. You thought that was a country. And then you hollering about you African spirituality. And that's what I be trying to tell. But then want to hate on Jesus. I'm like, listen, yeah, they gave us the Holy Bible, and that's what set us free. Because we were singing hymns unto the Lord when we broke out them chains, and when the rabbit got the gun, not when the slave got the gun, we were singing to Jesus Christ. You hear me? So yeah, they gave me the Bible, but when they gave me the Bible, they gave that right there was my key to freedom, and they didn't even know it. They didn't even know that in that text was freedom. In that text was liberty. In that text was power. In that text was salvation. They thought that was gonna keep me locked up as a slave. No, that's what set me free. That's what got me living good now. That's why I could pull up on the slave master grandchild and doing better than he is because of the God I serve. So listen, you got to let the God in you speak to him. Don't nobody question God when they talk to me, when they look at me. Cause they gonna see God, they gonna feel God, they gonna know God real, because I'm gonna represent that. If I'm acting like they acting, they ain't gonna represent. Uh oh. My phone about to die. I gotta cut my computer. I cut my computer off, and so my charger went off. Let me cut my computer back on. Why I cut my computer off? Come on, I'm charging my phone. Hold on, y'all. Let my computer get on. Cut this old computer on. Just cut this old. I ain't even on Wi-Fi. So I love the Lord. I don't argue with no fool. The Proverbs tell you not to argue with a fool. All right, we're gonna see who win in the end. We're gonna see who doing good longevity. All right, you're doing good right now with all what you believing in. Go right ahead. God bless you. Believe what you want to believe, but I believe in Jesus Christ. You hear me? And we're gonna see. I'm gonna see how that work out for you. You see how this work out for me. That's how I tell them. Earth Angel, God bless you. Hey, hi TG. Finally cut my daughter's toxic dad. And changing his visitation with court. Will he finally leave me alone if I keep blocking and leaving him outside? I don't know, sis, because I don't know him. I do not know. I don't know him. But you know, if he talks and he crazy, just do everything you got to do. Be careful. Don't be afraid to call them boys in blue on them, and do what you do. Now here go Kimmy, and Kimmy to miss the PSA I gave earlier. Dated military veteran with PTSD. He claimed I was his wife in less than a month. Then attitude changed. Anger issues, yelling, told me I talk too much for calling out his disrespect thoughts. Now see, I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is what I try to help y'all understand, is in our society, in our world, see how you said dated this man with PTSD? You don't even know if he had PTSD. But that's what he told you, or that's what you done diagnosed him with. Because the same thing that you said he did, I used to do 10 times worse than that, and I ain't got PTSD. You see what I mean? But a lot of times what we do is we grab us a label because it gives us a box to put stuff in, and it comforts us. So now we can say my relationship failed because of depression. My relationship failed because of PTSD. And so instead of just grabbing labels and holding on to labels, we just got to address the behavior. Because somebody without that diagnosis will exhibit the same behavior. But if you have attributed that behavior to a diagnosis, then you will put up with that same behavior from someone else without that diagnosis, because you think it's the diagnosis and not just the person and the behavior. It very well could be the diagnosis, but regardless, if a person treats you a certain way, you got to be willing to go on about your business. And so, see, that's the thing. He told you he was diagnosed with PTSD. Listen, the way it is black and white. How do you treat me? I don't care if you got MSA, BDS, LSD, QRS, MNOP. How do you treat me? Whatever, however you treat me, that's going to determine whether I'm finna stay or whether I'm finna leave. You see what I mean? And that's why we got to stop, until we become doctors, we got to just leave diagnosis alone. You feel me? And just look like, oh, this how I was treated, this why I'm gone. You see what I mean? Because what'll happen, you'll say, oh, he had PTSD. And then you'll get with the next man and he will treat you the same way or worse, but because he don't tell you he got PTSD, you'll stay and you'll think that it's normal. And so that's what we got to realize and understand. Oh man, these questions coming in too fast now. Sarah, God bless you. What level of involvement do you recommend for a right man, wrong time situation? Right man, wrong. We both feel we are a great match. He wants to get mentally and physically well after being blown up in Iraq. What, YouTube done put my video on the army base? I'm like, why tonight I'm dealing with all of this here tonight? Why I'm getting all these questions tonight about these men? And see, listen, y'all asking me about these men. Listen, I don't want to be speaking on these men, because if these men got these kind of issues, they finna be looking for me. And if you come over here, guess what? The rabbit got the gun. You hear me? I got ARs and everything. I'll be right up. All right, what you said? You hear me? Listen, don't y'all be asking me about men that's gonna put me in harm's way. You see what I'm saying? Because now he up there watching man in the dark with the thing spinning on the desk. So he get amped up. Then he come over here to my page and see that I got a balanced approach. And I answer a question a little differently without cussing a woman out. So now he mad with me. And he come over here with a diagnosis. I'm going to whoop it behind. And guess what? I don't fight no more. I shoot. So I'm finna lay them down. So listen, y'all don't be asking me about these men with all these issues. Okay? I told y'all, I'm surface level mentor, life coach. What I don't even like the term life coach, but I'm just a helper. I'm not no doctor. I do not deal with mental health issues. So y'all please stop asking me about mental health issues. That is for Dr. Such and such. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like that right now. And now on the other thing, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If it's the wrong time, then it's the wrong man. Because love transcends time and distance. If it's the right person, it will be the right time because nothing will stand in the way of love. He will cross an ocean. He'll turn back the hands of time. You hear me? If it's real love. So don't just console yourself with, oh, it's the right man, but the wrong time. No, that's the wrong man because he ain't willing to do what it takes. Jermaine, God bless you. It looked like a Jermaine in there. God bless you. Jasmine Robinson, I'm missing some questions, y'all, that's popping up here at the top. So y'all forgive me. Be blessed. Thank you for all you do. God bless you now, Jasmine. Let me see something. First name, last name, God bless you. I see that blessing, first name, last name. Elizabeth, bless you. He cheated on me when I was pregnant with the baby mama of 4. My baby is now 2. We bought a house 6 months ago and I broke up with him because I found God and he didn't agree. In the breakup, he slept with the ex, but is begging a second chance. Okay, Elizabeth. Go on about your business, Elizabeth. God, you doing the right thing. Keep on going. Okay? Keep on going. I know you had to get that question off your chest, but it ain't worth spending no time thinking about it, Elizabeth. Go on about your business. Please, go on about your business. Go on about your business. He ain't worth that $20 you just sent in here, sister. Now he got you spending money and he got you asking questions. Now he wasting your time, our time. Go on about your business. Run as fast as you can. Marilyn King, God bless you. Now, what does it mean when men tell me they thought I was already married? Is this good or bad? Again, now, most of what men say is just conversation. If a man don't know what to say, he gonna say something that don't make no sense to you. So for one, y'all got to first realize anything a man say, you got to take it with a grain of salt, for one. 2, if he actually meant that, it's a good thing. It means you look like wife material, is what he's saying. And that is the case. That is the case for a lot of women. You walking around single, but you look like you married just because you look wife quality, like you look trustworthy, you look responsible, you dressing responsible. It look like you'll be a great role model for a son or a daughter. And so that's a good thing. And so that's why I say never wear a ring on your left hand. And you might not even want to wear a ring on your right hand just in case he think that the right ring on the right finger mean you engage. And because sometimes that's all a man look to be able to tell. YBs, God bless you. My ex say we don't have soul ties yet. We don't have soul ties yet. Call me once a month and tell me stop living in the past. Last year said you never know what God planned for us. Confused. Since you standing still and you need to close the door to him, your ex should not be able to call you once a month. Okay, that's your ex. Let your ex be your ex and you gonna heal and grow and prepare for your next and cut your phone off to your ex. He should not be able to call you every month. And the only reason why he calling you every month is because he want to stop any forward progress that you're making. And he's giving you these riddles to confuse you and sending you mixed signals so that you can't gather yourself and move on to what God got for you. And that's why you confused. And you said it right there, I'm confused. You confused because you letting him confuse you, because you keep letting him get on your phone. If a man ain't trying to be active and consistent in your life, he should not have access to you. or a woman, if it vice versa, cut off the door to anybody from your past that ain't trying to come correct and be consistent. Money, God bless you. Not any advice for breaking up with a guy who was a good man, just not the right one for you. I feel guilty. It's good that you feel a little bit of guilt. That means you got a heart. That means you got feelings. That's a good thing. So embrace the fact that you got a heart and that you got feelings, but know that you made the right decision and keep going about your business. Just turn that guilt into gains and just keep on going. That guilt into growth and just keep on going. Jasmine, I seen that. Bless you. Elizabeth, I seen that. Crystal B, do you know of a mentor slash networking group for women? I'm tired of getting ripped off by quote unquote coaches. Well, that's the thing. Anybody, the mentor and the networking group for women could rip you off too. The reason why is because we live in an imperfect world. And you just have to vet a coach before you deal with a coach. You got to read the bio, go to the social media, look at the Instagram, and then if they rip you off, quote unquote, yeah, because I'm just hearing one side of the story, you might be expecting a coach to do something for you that a coach don't do. So you might be wanting a miracle to happen, and coach don't work miracles. Coaching really is for a motivated, driven person, and the coach is holding you accountable. And then you got to do your deductive reasoning, and you got to see, okay, what does this coach with 3.5 million people online charge? So if I charge $350 on my mentor.life, and you go to a coach and he got 9.5 or she got 9.5 supporters online, and he charging $500 an hour, that don't add up. You see what I'm saying? You go to look at somebody and they talking about they're a coach, and they all on the timeline with alcohol, and they doing all this cussing, and they doing all this cursing and acting a fool, and they irate, they going off on people, they cussing people out, they attacking people, they calling everybody a narcissist, ain't never met the people, don't know the people, they not no doctor, but they watching people on YouTube and calling them a narcissist, don't even know them from a can of paint, and they doing all this cursing, acting irate, but hollering about their coach. You gonna get ripped off. And so what you got to realize is that in every good thing, evil's going to exist. So that's a process of life. And so you got to know what's good. And then sometimes you get what you pay for. You ain't been ripped off by me because you ain't did no session with me. Because if you did a session with me, then you wouldn't have that problem. And so the thing is, if you going to podunk Tom and Harry, you going to get ripped off. And so you have to find a coach that is thoroughly vetted, that is proven to test the time, that ain't out here with scandals and ain't out here fronting and all of that right there. And so we got great coaches on mymentor.life, but even on there, you're going to have people who going to be flawed. Why? Because they're human. And so what you do is you take it as a lesson and you say, you know what? This let me know I ain't doing too bad, because this person who called himself or herself a coach out here scamming. So I ain't doing too bad. You know what? Let me be a coach so I could do this thing the right way and help people. I started helping people from my need because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have none of that. So I said, let me become what I need to see in the world. So sometimes it's something that's pushing you into purpose, that's pushing you into your calling. JG, God bless you. I met this man 1 month ago who seems to be a man of God and seems good in all aspects. He already told me God told him I'm his wife and I need to get out of the way and let God give me what I prayed for. Thoughts? Be very careful. Be very careful. When a man go to telling you all that 1 month in, be very careful. Be very careful. You need some strict rules. For one, do not go to his house. 2, do not let him come to your house. 3, do not even tongue kiss him. 4, do not let him touch any of your body parts. 5, do not sleep with him. 6, do not do anything sexual with him, orally anything. 7, do not invest in his business. 8, do not loan him any money. 9, do not let him move in with you. You see what I'm saying? The only thing you need to be giving him is conversation. Because when a man go to acting like that, I love the Lord. And one thing I know about the Lord is God gonna do things decent and in order. And even in the Bible, you had to be betrothed or betrothed, however you pronounce it, and that was 12 months. So he already hollering about what Gardner said 1 month in. Every man gonna be perfect 1 month in. Had you said 1 year in, now we talking something different. 1 month in, Satan gonna look like an angel. Satan gonna look like the man of your dreams 1 month in. You see what I'm saying? So you got to use your common sense. And this is the thing, what I try to tell y'all all the time, do not let your desperation talk you out of your common sense. Don't let your desperation talk you out of your common sense. When you in a desert, everybody gonna look like a glass of water. So you got to be mindful, okay? You got to replenish yourself. You got to stay on your P's and Q's. And I see so many women meeting men. First thing y'all doing, loaning money. He needs some money. All right, you need some money. Get you a job, playboy. McDonald's ain't never stopped hiring. Okay, Walmart ain't never stopped hiring. The temp yard ain't never stopped hiring. Get your job, playboy. There ain't no bank. I ain't got nothing for you. You his wife. Now you want to move in. I highly doubt that that's a man who make good money, got a nice car, got a good job, got a place to stay, talking like that. Now, and if he got all of that right there going for himself and he talking like that, a lot of times a man will say that to get you to drop your guard so he could get in your drawers and will forget all about God when he finna get in them drawers. The other reason he'll talk like that is that Ted Bundy nephew. But any man that's a good man that got his head on straight, he gonna take his time with you. He gonna court you. He not gonna be speaking for God because he need to be sure. God don't do nothing in haste. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be done timely, decent, and in order. So in order to know that a man is a man of God, you got to know the attributes of God. If you don't know God for yourself, then you're gonna be saying this man look like God, but you ain't in that scripture because ain't nothing in the Bible about no rush. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in the Bible tell you to be in no rush 1 month in to get out the way because you already his wife. He sound more like Satan to me than God. You see what I'm saying? But you got to know God. You got to know the attributes of God. Cyber, God bless you. I'm ready to be led. Should I follow a man that was a cheerleader in high school? Now I see somebody on here trolling and then got this here name, Cyber BBG. Come on now. Somebody on here trolling. And it's somebody got money too. Somebody got money to waste on here trolling me, talking about I'm ready to be led. Should I follow a man that was a cheerleader in high school? This cannot be no real question. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. I'm going to tell you. I know it's gonna be men that say that they had a roast at him and was a cheerleader. I know it might be one of them out there. And the only reason why he was out there, to be looking up that skirt. Throwing up in the air and he all up that skirt. If he like women. But 9 out of 10 times, because I was on the football team. I was on the football field. If I see a man over there cheerleading, how you doing, brother? All right, yeah. All right, brother. Yeah. All right, brother. All right. Appreciate you. I'm going about my business. Because that's a whole nother kind of sport. You jumping up, you doing splits. It's like that split don't even coincide with no scrotum. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Hey, God bless you, brother. I ain't judging you or nothing. God bless you. Everybody got different gifts. Everybody got different talents. God be the glory, more power to you. But listen, that can't be no real question. If that is a real question, listen. I wouldn't. That's a personal choice. I wouldn't recommend following no cheerleader. No man that was no cheerleader. Cam L, God bless you. Now, do you think a single mom should have public Instagram to attract men, since I don't go out much and will be done with my master in 2 years, not dating until then? Yeah, you have public Instagram, you ain't got to be posting your child and all that. Post child every now and then, picture with child. You can't get away from perverts and stuff like that out here, but I think every single person's Instagram should be public. Because social media is a viable way to meet people today. And meeting someone on social media is not the same as paying to join a dating site. So meeting on social media is not the same as online dating, even though it can kind of work the same way. It's a whole nother implication when you pay to join a site to meet people romantically. That's a whole nother implication. So you have to understand that having a public Instagram page, it just allows even a sound, stable man will get the opportunity to see you and just kind of read your pictures and just kind of get a feel for your vibe, what you do, how you eat, your workout, you know what I mean? So let your page be a reflection of your life. So if you eat a healthy lunch, show that lunch once a week. If you go in to do a workout, show your workout outfit of the day. You know, if you reading a good book, post a book, you know, show don't create a highlight reel, but show your life. Now, don't create no low light reel either, because that's one a mistake that people are doing is people trying to be so relatable that they end up looking crazy. And one thing that bothers me is when these girls get on these lives and be eating. Yeah, so well, and so yeah, so what? I'm like, come on now, you ain't that cute. Ain't nobody that cute to be smacking in nobody's ear when you just meet somebody on this live, and you doing all that smacking, chewing all the food. Can you? But that's the attempt to look relatable, to look down to earth, to look unbothered. So they want to eat some chips or be chewing on stuff and eating candy, smacking in your ear. And so that's the thing. Don't let social media become like this fake real. Let it be real from your life. You know what you doing. And God bless you now. Thanks for everything. Tony was with a grown boy for 9 years. Because of your knowledge, I left. I was working at a clothing store. Now I work at a bank. And next year I will have my bachelor's degree in law. God bless you, sir. Hey, God bless you now. God bless you. They ain't got nothing to do with me, sister. They don't have nothing to do with me. Okay, we will give all the glory to God. Because for one, I don't want your grown boy to think that you left because of me. Okay, you ain't leave because of me. All right, you left because of the Lord in your life. So let's let your grown boy know that. Cause I'm trying to let these grown boys live. Cause if they come around here hot with me, we got other problems. So that's all God right there. And I'm glad you got that praise report too. That is amazing praise report right there. That ain't have nothing to do with me. God bless you. Y'all, hey, don't y'all give me no credit for any growth, any change, cause he on here now. Oh, that it was him? He the reason? Okay. All right. Let me see when the next seminar. So now I got to have my security guard wanding y'all down. You like, Tony, man, I ain't trying to get through the airport. I'm just trying to come to your seminar. I said, listen, y'all keep got these men riled up. I got to have security at my event doing the wand on you. So just y'all understand that now when I get back to doing events, that you got to get wand down. Okay? Just cause I just got to make sure. Cause one of these men will be to send a woman to be their hitter. So I got the wand. I'm gonna have to wand everybody down now. I might get one little thing. You got to scan your purse through there. Cause it was a woman who stabbed Martin Luther King, not a man. Oh man, to the light. God rest his soul. Bless him. Keep my dating a 36-year-old man for 9 months. He is a lawyer and a control freak. He is going to the gym 7 out of 7, eating clean, etc. He wants me to get the C19. I refuse and got into an argument. Should I leave? Yeah, sis, it's gonna be safe to leave on that one right there. And see, this is the thing. The back thing can't say all the words. It's a political thing. It's just kind of like it's almost how you see politics, how you see the world. That's your world view. If you with somebody and y'all don't have a mutual world view, that's not the person you're supposed to be with. Me and my wife, we okay with our politics and the decisions that we make. We make those decisions together, and we make them decisions intelligently through studies, and so we on the same page. That let me know we meant to be together. If my wife was hollering about she Republican, or I'm hollering I'm Republican, and she saying she Democrat, or if I'm Democrat and she Republican, or now our fundamental views are not the same. If I'm hollering, I don't want no vaccine, and she's saying she want a vaccine, or she's saying I don't want no vaccine, and I'm saying I want, our fundamental views are not the same. We not on the same page. And then you got this man here, any man who work out 7 days a week and eat clean, and he a lawyer, he off in the head. He off in the head. Because it just ain't human. It's not even human to work out no 7 days a week. And that's when I go to the gym, sometimes I see men like that be in there every single time I'm in there. And I'm like, you should not be in here every single time I come in here. No matter what day I come in here, no matter when I come in here, what day of the week I see your butt in here. You's crazy. And so that's what you got to realize. Sometimes people just get maniacal. And when you recognize somebody maniacal, I always tell people, recognize crazy early. Don't sit there and wait for a million signs. All I got to see is one or two signs that some off. I'm finna go. Because you can't play with it. You cannot play with that right there. That mental health ain't nothing to play with. You see somebody ain't where they need to be, you got to go. You got to go. Earth Angel, God bless you. Why would he tell his daughter I'm her stepmom and girlfriend, but cheated with toxic ex who he kicked out? His daughter is older than our baby. I walked away when pregnant. They met 3 years ago. He left her 1 year after coming back. Says you need a coaching session. There's too many details chopping together. You need a coaching session, sister. You're gonna have to dig a little deeper on that one right there. You definitely got a grown boy, so that's you really got a grown boy. He confused, he lost, he don't know what he want, he don't know who he is. So that's why you dealing with all that, sister. You don't need a coaching session. Don't get on mymentor.life and find your coach. Shanice, God bless you. Hello, Tony. Should I be concerned about a man not having a relationship with his family and always wanting to be right in everything he say? He does not know the Lord. I'm going to tell you like this right here. So all the rest of the stuff don't matter. That last thing, what you said at the end, he does not know the Lord. If I was a woman, you don't know the Lord? Okay, grab this here purse. All right. Let me put this on again. It ain't flipped the way I want. All right, you don't know the Lord? Okay. Well, it's been nice knowing you. Okay, all right. Let me get my mouth. Okay, I'll see you later. You hear me? Hey, that's all I got. If somebody don't know the Lord, I'm gone. Listen, you can't be with somebody, like I just said, that your foundational beliefs is not the same. Y'all got to stop getting with these devils and expecting him to be an angel. You got to stop getting with an atheist and expecting righteousness. You can't, it's just not going to work. And I'm going to tell y'all why, the world is being turned over to a reprobate mind right now. The world being turned over to a reprobate mind. Man, it's a lot of questions. I can't even talk and really answer no good question because all these questions popping up. So y'all forgive me now. If I miss you, I'm going to try to scroll back through and find you. The world being turned over to a reprobate mind. And so you got all of these people, these rappers, these actors, these singers that's speaking against God. They speaking against Jesus Christ. And I'm going to tell you why they speaking against it. They speaking against it because they don't want to be subject to anything. They don't want to be in submission to anything. They want to have threesomes, foursomes. They want to have multiple partners. They want to covet. They want to lie. They want to cheat. They want to steal. Whatever their heart desires, they want to be able to do it. But when you believe in something bigger than you, you got to be held in check to a way of life, to morals and values and standards. And they don't want that. They want to smoke all their weed. They want to pop all their pills. They want to do whatever they want to do that may be contrary to the word of God. So because it seems that God is above them and that God has rules and regulations and stipulations, has principles and promises, they don't want that. They don't want no governing. So they say, this is all a sham. This is all fake. And to peep on sore ears, that's music. And so now a lot of these men, and there's more and more women too now. Women had more sense in this area, but a lot of women turning their back on God because the men turning their back on God. And now we becoming Sodom and Gomorrah. And the reason why is because don't nobody want no governing. Everybody want to be free agent to do whatever they want to do. And they don't want to hear nothing that, oh, if you do this, the wrath could look like this. They don't want to hear that. They want to do whatever they want to do. So whenever you meet somebody that don't believe in the God that you done gave your life to, got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Because if you have faith, that's foundational. That's what you build your life upon. So if their foundation is not the same as your foundation, y'all can't build. You building a mansion on the sand. And that's what you got to understand. Latia, God bless you. Now, I'm 22, no kids, looking for marriage soon. 22, no kids, looking for marriage soon while building my brand. Any advice on balancing both while dating for marriage? I want to be a life coach. Well, I tell you what, at 22, you need to be focused on your brand. You need to be focused on your brand. You're in the world we living in today, the men, single men today, they gonna be built a little different because they built on social media. They built on the microwave. They ain't built on the oven. So at 22 years old, you'll get knocked off your block by a man coming in your life, and he see that you got some quality and that you bringing something to the table and you got some ambition. He'll steal your ambition, get you pregnant, and knock you off your pathway. So focus on your purpose. Focus on your brand. And the man that can get your attention from 100% focus, that right there, if he check out, then that's your husband. If he check out. But you need to be so locked in and so focused the way you ain't even seeing men. You ain't seeing men. You 22 years old. You see what I'm saying? Even when I met my wife, she was 19, but that was 2005. It's a big difference between 2005 and 2021. It's a big difference. It's a different day to day. It's a different day to day. So you got to be more diligent. You got to take your time. You got to take your time. Like the man for you, you going to feel it in your spirit. Don't be looking for no man. A man ought to catch you off guard. You don't be out here looking for him. He looking for you. If God sent him, he going to look for you. God is K. God bless you now. Question: 22 years friends. Say I cut off too quick. Friends with kids, not married. Jealous. How to deal. Mom bring up ex. Told her at least I had strength to go, unlike her. Said she stayed for me. I resent parents for it. Sister, you gonna need a coaching session, sister. Sister, when you got to pack all that right there and there and chop it up like that, y'all get an understanding now. When you're questioning too long, you need a coaching session. Need a coaching session. Everything ain't for the Q&A. Okay, everything ain't for the Q&A now. Y'all bringing me 50 years worth of luggage and want me to unpack it right here now. Come on now, you need a coaching session now. You need a coaching session now. Come on now. Come on now. We ain't gonna be able to address ocean deep stuff on here now. Come on now. Let me see. I missed some questions in here. Hola, Tony. My wife always teased me. She said, I ain't never seen nobody speak another language country. Hola, Tony. I'm dating a guy that's maybe 2 inches shorter than me, and he always making small comments about how tall I am. Thoughts? Well, he definitely insecure about his height, and that's a given. The question what you have to ask is how does he treat you? Because if he making jokes and he just making light of his situation, then that's one thing. But if he talk down to you, get rude with you, get a little snappy because of that height, because he looking at the bottom of your chin, then that's when you got an issue. So you just got to make sure he don't have a complex from being that close to the ground. And if he don't have a complex from it, then you'll be all right. But if you sensing a complex, go on about your business. Go on about that business. Because that man will have you hemmed up on somebody's wall. Natalie, God bless you, broke up with boyfriend of 3 years over lies about other women and his drinking money. Now says he needs time instead of pursuing me. Wants to take it slow. I mean, the question is, why you even dealing with him? You already gave him 3 years. If in 3 years he's still your boyfriend, and if you have to leave somebody after years of being with them, it's not the person. It's not the person. It's different when you leave somebody after months. But when you've been with somebody for years and you have to leave, it doesn't take a human to learn a pattern and to learn progress and to grow. It doesn't take humans years. It's just like when you go do on the job training. You go to a completely new job and they have you trained in 3 months because that's how the human brain works. So when a human has not adapted and learned how to be a good partner in 3 years, then you need to go on about your business because they don't want to learn. They don't want to grow. And when they finally get ready to learn and grow, it's just because they've exhausted every other option. Like, ain't nobody else want to put up with their mess, or they done had their fun with everything else, and now they want to be with you. So you can't be fooled up with folks like that. Natasha J, God bless you. I began dating a guy. He let me know he is missing a front tooth, and he is. Been covered by the mask. It kind of bothers me a little how to handle this. Natasha, let me read this again. Let's see what I read there. I began dating a guy. He let me know he is missing a front tooth, and he is. Been covered by the mask. It kind of bothers me a little how to handle it. Well, listen. How did he treat you? You know, that's what you got to go off of. Y'all hold on right quick. Let me make sure my charger is charging. I'm trying to make sure my charger charging. My battery say I got 10% on here, y'all. So, you know, I'm going to have to go here soon. The question is how he treat you. Because, you know, they got them chiclets. Y'all remember chiclets? The little white candy that we eat. They got them chiclets that they put in your mouth now. So, and all the celebrities got them. And be around here just a chomping down. You see these celebrities and they be on their lives talking, and you be like, oh, boy, you got all kind of teeth. And so now that they got those, I wouldn't worry about the missing tooth if he treats you right. Because little he know that tooth might cost him $200 to put in there. They'll put him a tooth in there at the dentist for $200. So just let them say, listen, if you want to get that tooth fixed, that's not expensive. All you need is one tooth. One tooth ain't expensive. Dated a man who does not get along with his grown son. Did not get a clear answer when I asked him about it. Is this reason for concern? Yeah, it's a little reason for concern, just in case he's a nasty guy. Queen Love, I find myself monitoring my boyfriend in public and church because I feel like he has wandering eyes, too friendly, makes me insecure. How to move past it? You gonna have to just ask yourself, like, what is it doing to me? You know, what is this doing to me? Is it actually hurting me? Is this in my mind? Is this an actual thing? Is he looking at other women and I'm catching him talking to other women, dating other women? You know, so you have to ask yourself, like, what is it doing? Because sometimes it's just us and we beating ourselves up and we see that, and I get it. I be same way. Sometimes I make sure my wife, what she looking at. And the reason why, because I know I might be recognizing me something over here. And so, you know, as humans, we're going to have to address those things. And you really, the more confident you are, the more attractive you are. So just understand that. Now, if he go out and he act on something, he do something, now you know, boop, okay, got to go. Gave him enough rope to help yourself. or the opposite. He did the opposite, got to go. Hannah, God bless you. Tony, I am 23 years old, 2 kids. My ex-husband wants me back and is talking about marriage, but I am not ready. I'm trying to build myself for my kids. What do you think? Thank you. If you're not ready, don't do it. If your heart got to be all the way in it, your heart got to be convinced. Your heart got to be all the way in that thing and convinced. When a man is for you, you'll have a sense of peace. That's a man's role in a woman's life, is to be your peace. The memes tell us the opposite. A man's supposed to put you at ease. If your heart don't feel comfortable, that's your warning sign. That's your intuition trying to save you. So you got to know what you know about yourself, and don't question that first mind unless you snorting powder. Shani T, God bless you. Been with him 3.5 years. Neither ever married. I'm 39, no kids. He's 42 with a 10-year-old I've never met. No drama with child's mom. Hoping for a child of my own, and he's unsure about marriage and more kids. Don't want to start over. Advice. You wasting your time. You wasting your time. Unfortunately, you wasting your time. Because he old as dirt. You know. And I know that's not old. You know. But when you that age and you got that mindset, that's what I mean by old as dirt. Technically he young, but when you got that mindset, 42, don't know about marriage, don't know about more kids, talking about, he calling it starting over, but you in a place, you 39, you want kids, you want marriage, y'all want 2 different things out of life. You can't build. You can't build. Miss Rocky, blessing to you and the fam. Hey, God bless you now. Realistically, how long until you can have when dating? It's a personal choice. You know, it's a personal choice. Now, it just depends. What you have to understand, it just depends if you biblically speaking. Because what you have to understand now, if you biblically speaking, the Bible is not realistic. It ain't about being realistic. But if you don't live by that, then that's a personal choice and you get what come with it. You see what I mean? You get what come with it. But if you're going to be out there and just loose booted slanging, then what I tell people is at least wait 6 months. If you committed, hold on right quick. Let me see something.